listening to the Fox and Raven podcast.
Welcome to the Fox and Raven podcast. I'm KOS, the King of Sorrow, aka Fox, and to the right of me, on the side of me, is J Tune, aka Raven. What's up, Tune?
What's up, man? So yeah, we gotta, we'll have a short little show for you today. Just wanted to touch on a couple topics. One of the things, I got a couple of messages about StoryFire. We're not on StoryFire anymore. So I guess what happened there, first of all, make sure you go to foxandravenen.com. It is still winter. We didn't do the whole Black Friday shit for Black Friday because we have a sale going on all winter. Use the cold AF code for 10% off. Follow us at Fox and Raven ENT on Instagram and everywhere else, just not on StoryFire anymore. So the thing that happened with StoryFire, right, is I wanted to make an account. So we had our Fox and Raven account. We got approved. We got video access. For people that don't know, video access is very limited. Not everybody's allowed to post videos there. You have to be approved. You have to have a good trailer. It has to be top quality shit. They don't want no half-ass, shit there. So people are very upset about it. People don't like the fact that they can't post videos. And so we had the Fox and Raven page. So I decided I'm going to make a personal page for myself, for my video game posts and shit. And then I wanted to make a, personal page for KOS. So I made a personal page for each of us, posted a few posts on there. Just on each of them so that they had something on there so I could tag those posts in the Fox and Raven page. What happened was somebody used something called BlueStacks. I'm not sure what that is, but it's called BlueStacks. It showed that I had a login from KOS's page on BlueStacks, and they got into my Fox and Raven page, which had the same password. They deleted some of our videos, apparently started fights with a whole bunch of people, started saying a bunch of crazy ass shit, and they knew who we were because they mentioned that we were brothers. So they got into some argument, and I don't know, some kind of racist shit was said about something, or that KOS tried to say that somebody said something racist about him and posted a picture that was fake or something like that. And he's never been on the app, not one single time, because he didn't have the app. For two, I made his account and I never gave him the password. So somebody got into that shit, started saying that we were, bad mouthing somebody and something like that. And they deleted our posts, deleted our videos. So we're done with StoryFire. I deleted the account so that nobody else could, post anything else on there.
So you could see all the stuff that they were saying or posting or whatever.
I couldn't, I did and I didn't. When I logged in, a lot of the shit was deleted, but people had posted screenshots on the feed of stuff that our page said. And it was and I never posted that shit. So it was pretty crazy. And everybody, there was like a hashtag ban Fox and Raven and shit because a lot of these people were pissed off because they don't get video access. And I'm gonna tell you the toxic ass community this is, man. It's like 14-year-olds like cussing out the moderators and shit, the people that run the channel. Their Discord is just a bunch of fucking assholes that are mad about not having video access because you're supposed to submit a trailer to get video access, right? So they did an AMA with one of the owners of the channel, and he was like, okay, I'll look at your video right now. He's like, I don't get video access, da 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 da. So the owner was like, I'll check out your video right now. I'll approve you if your trailer is good. Oh, I didn't submit one yet. Now, how the fuck do you expect to get video access if you didn't even fill out the fucking application for video access? It's just a bunch of dumb shit like that. The whole community is toxic. There's over I think there's around 1 million people actually on the app, but there's only 100 active users. So I'm like, fuck that whole platform. Fuck all those people. And then there was some fake ass apology that Fox and Raven made on the public feed. Bitch, if I'm gonna say some shit like that, don't expect a fucking apology from me. You know what I mean? If I meant that shit, then I said, and if I said it, I meant it. I don't have no half-ass apology on my name. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you from the horse's mouth right now. If it ain't white, it ain't right. And if it's black, that means attack.
But anyway, man, that was basically the gist of it.
You say we racist. We racist in the mother.
So I mean, the gist of it is it's a shitty ass toxic ass platform.
You black motherfuckers, your black skin, your black guns.
Well, what's funny is this is the thing that was posted. All right. Your page posted a screenshot of somebody sending a DM that said that's why N-words like you get hung, right? And
like N-words like me get hung?
Yeah. So supposedly this person has sent that to you in a DM, and then you posted a screenshot of the DM, and he said the DM
they said that's why we get hung or we are hung, because my dick is big, large, with everything, girth,
right.
I got the elephant trunk out right now.
Just sitting in the car, swinging.
I drive with the motherfucker. The shit holds on to the bottom of the steering wheel and just steer. And I lay back like this. When my shit just drive.
Like Austin Powers. You're like a tripod.
A fucking walking tripod. They say cruise control. I got cruise control for real. I just whip my shit out and let it drive forward. I don't press no buttons or nothing. I just unzip and then let it control the whip. Unzip, control the whip. Unzip, control the whip. That's how I live life, you motherfucker. I am hung.
Right.
I don't get hung. I don't get hung. I am hung. Thank you.
But you
don't come for the king. The king comes for you, motherfucker. You don't come for me. I am hung. That's a compliment. Hang off the edge of my shit. Dang-a-lang, dang-a-lang.
And the funny thing is I logged in to like upload a video that morning, and that's when I noticed that some of my videos were missing, and then I saw that we were tagged in a bunch of shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? And your account was completely gone. So I was just like, I'm not dealing with that shit. I don't need that shit on our name. You know what I mean?
That was smart. Just delete the whole thing, because that ain't the only app we can find to be on. Fuck it, you know what I mean? They just mad because we was trending, we was hot.
Exactly.
They can't handle, you know what I mean? They can't handle that shit. We was hot, Playboy. Now we just gonna be hot on everything else. That don't take away. That just motivate us to do more.
Yeah. And then what was the next thing? Oh yeah, the Tyson fight. Did you watch it?
I've seen on YouTube the highlights, I guess. Shit. Fucking Roy Jones Jr. just hugging Tyson the whole time. Everybody kept saying it was boring, all that kind of shit. So I had to see it for myself.
Yeah, and Roy Jones got gassed out like real early, man.
Man. But it's like, to watch it, Tyson's informed, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Use it because people have those high expectations, like, oh, he's just gonna go in there and dump me. But you got to remember, they are two, up in age, older men. But at the same time, the one that looked better was Tyson the whole time. I would have gave Tyson a fight.
Oh yeah. I mean, I understand. So the fact that it was an exhibition match, they weren't allowed to knock each other out. They said if there was any blood, then they were going to call the match. So it was just like a friendly little spar. So it wasn't really like a fight, but yeah, Tyson could have went at least 4 more rounds after that shit. I think if it was like for competition, he would have fucked Roy Jones up. And I tried to tell people, man, somebody's like, I got money on Roy. Tyson go gas out second round. Nah, man, not even close. Mike Tyson don't have no give up in him, dog.
Tyson was whooping his ass. I don't care what nobody said, but Roy Jones was hugging the whole match. He was. He even talked to the ref. He's like, you can't hug. Did you see that part where he goes, you can't hug? And he told the ref, but he hit me hard. He said that shit, that he hit him hard. So he said that shit, dog. I'll send you the shit so you can hear it for yourself. It's in the first fucking couple of rounds, dog. It's one YouTube video. All I typed in was Tyson versus Roy Jones. It's like 17 minutes of the YouTube. I watched the whole thing twice, but he said that shit, and it was in the first round. Tyson was winning that damn fight, period. They should just get Tyson, period. But did you see fucking, what's the name, dog, get knocked the fuck out?
Nate Robinson got knocked out by fucking Jake Paul of all people. I give Jake Paul credit. I don't like Jake Paul, man. I can't stand his ass, but I'll give him credit because he's been training like a motherfucker. Like, that's all he does now.
Give him that. I'll give him that. And that's what people. I think that's what people are doing now. As you see all the social media shit, they're giving him his respect as a boxer. Though, as a boxer, you get respect. As a boxer. I mean, at the same time, you ain't really fought nobody, but that's how it goes, though. You got to fight nobodies and make your way up to the top. You don't just start at the top. You got to make your way up to the top. And I can respect the fact that you taking boxing seriously, and I can respect the fact that but don't try to he's trying to brag like if you the fucking greatest of all time, talking about you can knock out Floyd Mayweather and shit. Nigga, you smoking like what kind of crack?
And he said he want to fight. He said he wants to fight Conor McGregor now and shit. And
I'm like,
it's
what
like,
the fuck are you smoking? You letting those little few wins make your ego bigger than it was like you fucking gonna fight Floyd Mayweather and shit. Floyd Mayweather, no matter how you judge his fights, he's still 40 fucking and 0.
yeah,
Or 50 and 0.
50. Yeah, he'll still win.
50 and 0. Remember, you don't do Logan Paul don't remember before the fucking tactician Floyd. You don't remember pretty boy Floyd Mayweather when he was knocking motherfuckers out when he was young and shit, when he was 20 and 0 and fucking 25 and 0 and shit, when he was pretty boy Floyd. That's when he was killing motherfuckers in the ring. Knockout. That's like you saying that you want to fight with Deontay Wilder or something like that.
Right.
Don't think that Fury fight was his fucking. He still was fucking undefeated until Fury, the fight.
Yeah, and it's like honestly, it's like I know that like for example with the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor shit, if Floyd Mayweather would have fought Conor McGregor in a UFC match, Floyd Mayweather would have got fucked up. Now that being said, the thing about Jake Paul wanting to fight McGregor is he's going to take that same route and want to fight him in a boxing match. You want to like talk like you the shit. Go fight McGregor in a UFC fight and see how that shit turns out for you. I don't give a fuck how much training you do. I don't like Conor McGregor either. Like I think he's entertaining and shit, but as a person, I mean, there's some things I like about him, but I've never been a fan of Conor McGregor. But he'll knock Jake Paul the fuck out. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's like I don't get it. You get just a little bit of hype and shit. You're supposed to think that you the shit. That's true. You're supposed to think that you the shit. No matter what you're doing, you're supposed to think that you the best at everything that you do. Yeah, your ego is supposed to be off the wall, but at the same time, like really, nigga, you gonna say that you can? Yeah, he said he wanted to fight Mayweather. I'm like, really, my nigga? Like, come on.
Thing about
I understand the ambition behind it. Yeah, you want to fight the best to be the best, but at the same time, it's like don't say that you can beat the best.
It goes two ways. It goes two ways. Yeah, it goes two ways. Because on one hand, you want to give that off. Like he probably knows that he can't beat Mayweather, but what it is he's doing it for the attention. He's doing it so people talk about him, like what we're doing right now, talking about that situation. And but then at the same time, when you're at that level and you're trying to compete as a professional and you want to be taken seriously, you also have to be humble and be respectful to the people whose footsteps you're following in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get your ass killed if you want to. Go over there and talking all that shit and get fucked up. You know what I mean? Don't let the he gonna let the Nate Robinson shit go to his head and shit. But I laugh every time I see it. I watched it. I don't know how many times last night.
Yeah, it was funny, man.
He hit that ground. I said that damn Logan Paul boy. You fuck that dude. Is that he fucking hit the ground like a cartoon, dog?
Yeah. He was asleep.
Like good night. Like what the fuck? He had melatonin in his gloves. All right, like he fucking NyQuil.
That's what I was saying, NyQuil.
He's fucking. He had fucking what's shit? He had fucking Z-Quil in his fucking glove. Put you to sleep. I'm talking about good night. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Good night.
Yeah, that shit was.
I told you to go to sleep 30 minutes ago. Your mama babysitting you. Your daddy ain't shit. Go to sleep. Let your ass go to sleep.
You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Yeah. You will go to sleep, or I'm gonna put your ass to sleep.
That shit was funny, man.
Good night, like night, nigga. Like you out. He was out, and that shit was funny. It was just funny, like his body reaction and the referee. It's like he was so stiff. Like he hit him. I don't know. It was like he didn't even hit him that hard. It's just probably where he hit him, but it put him out. Right? I was like, you can't. It reminded me of remember when Pacquiao got knocked out. Everybody was making fun, like, Manny, are you okay? And shit, had the Michael Jackson shit. Manny, are you okay? Manny, are you okay?
That's shit. Funny, man.
They had like a little meme and shit of Pacquiao fucking on the floor with Michael Jackson dancing over him.
I remember that.
Yeah, when he got knocked out, that's how he hit the ground too. It was like boom, like, and then the referee is over them, and you know, it reminds me of like if they're dead, because the referee, they pull in their fucking arms and shit, and it's just like stiff, like, and it's like the funniest shit. I don't know, we sick in the mind, but it's the funniest shit to me. It's hilarious. Speaking of Mike Tyson and fighting and shit, but I've been on watching. You know, what interests me now. It's just from last night though. I watched a whole bunch of them. But what interests me was well, I don't know what his podcast is called, but Mike Tyson when he getting high and he talking to people.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I watched it a couple times. I forgot what it's called though too.
Yeah, it's some cold shit. I wrote this shit down. I'm gonna put it on Instagram in a minute, today, tomorrow, whatever. But he said he say some shit on there, man. Like they just have it in clips though. It's like 5-minute clips and a whole bunch of them. And I was watching it, and he say some shit that's like, you know, some real. I'm like, damn, that's coming from Mike Tyson. But you know, who am I to judge Mike Tyson's intelligence and shit like that? Don't fuck with me, Mike. I don't want to get a finger hit by your ass.
All right.
You know, Mike Tyson ain't stable, dog. Like he's not stable creature. Talking about some damn. What this thing said? I like to. I have an orgasm breaking somebody's eye socket and ribs and shit like that. Who the fuck? What?
You say like, some shit like that.
Like, oh, okay. Like, you know, it was just like me right now. We talking like, yeah, Tune. Yeah, you know, my day was good, but you know what? You know what does it for me? I have an orgasm when I see somebody knee just pop back. And you like, what the fuck is he on? Like, where did that come from? Yeah, that's cool. Your mic is cool and everything, but you ever seen somebody's finger just get snapped? And I like that shit. That shit turned me on.
You ever see a fingernail just get peeled off the finger?
Yeah. You gonna be like, you gonna be like, hey, all right, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, but what the fuck they got to do with what we talking about? You know what I mean? Mike Tyson is stable, dog, but you know, that's a real savage. Like somebody who. That's why I said that Roy Jones stuff. It remind me of like what they say, playing cat and mouse or some shit. It remind me of like a cat playing with his toy or some shit. Like you remind me of a predator playing with his prey and shit before he devours it. Because there's a couple of times that you've seen the real power of Mike Tyson come out during that fight. Like a couple times he showed his power. Like he hit him, and then Mike Tyson, like we said, he ain't wrapped too tight. So even after the bell rang and like to go to the next round for that little intermission, he walked up to Roy talking shit like, you know, like, oh, I'll fucking kill you type shit. You like, damn, like, he
get in the zone, man.
Man, Mike Tyson take boxing to another whole level, dog. You don't fuck with Mike.
And shout out to Mike Tyson for fucking having that Roy Jones Jr. cake of his head and cutting off the ear. And he cut off the ear first because you know everybody was gonna bring that up, and he beat everybody to it. And that's why I was going through comments on Facebook and stuff for like, oh, he's probably gonna bite off his ear, and with a bunch of laughing faces. And I would just post like a little screenshot of that and be like, oh yeah, he already beat you to that joke. Sorry, buddy, you know.
But he had his Nick, and then he had his daughter eat the nose.
Yeah.
I said this.
He's a sick man. He's a sick dude, but that's why I like him, man.
And the dog was eating the brain and shit. I was like, this fucking. I was like, wow, Mike, like you. But you know the dope part about that whole thing is it's the psychology behind it. It's all about getting in your opponent's mind. That's why you gotta love all that shit that Mike Tyson is saying. Like some people be like, he's fucking crazy. No, he's a fucking genius.
He's genius. Yeah, he won the fight way before the first bell rung.
Man, he said, "I'm gonna eat your kids," and blah blah blah. Yeah, who the fuck says that shit? Yeah, that's the shit you say when you're going to war with somebody. Yeah. You're gonna tell them all the craziest shit you could think. Yeah, I drink your piss, motherfucker. You be like, what the fuck is that shit about? I know. Yeah, I was just trying to fight you for fucking 12 rounds. I ain't worried about drinking piss and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I remember our homie in high school, man, when he's like, man, even though he ended up getting jumped later on and he acted like a bitch, but he's like, man, if I ever get jumped, you know what I'm finna do? I'm about to shit myself. He's like, I'm about to shit myself and let it run down my leg. And he's like, then I'm gonna pick it up and put it under my eyes like the football players. He's like, ain't nobody about to fuck with you after that. He's like, hey, you ever go to prison and shit yourself? Ain't nobody raping you.
That's what I'm saying, though. You got to be a different type of and it's not only the funny part is it's not only do you make your enemy believe it, you got to believe it yourself. You got to believe it first that you that crazy motherfucker. You know, you got to believe your own crazy. I'm gonna take Dookie and put it on my fucking eye. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta believe in yourself, because you could be just like this. For example, you take the Dookie, put it on your eye, and you sitting there, yeah, I'm crazy, and nobody believe in you because you don't believe in yourself. You don't even believe that you're that crazy to do so.
Like they see you trying to keep it away from your eye and not get too close to your eye, you know, for whatever reason. They're like, oh, he's being cautious. He was like acting crazy, but he's being cautious. Now you gotta be a fucking, just get that shit and fucking, you know what I mean?
But me and Toon ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the Dookie right now. Shit. You think give a fuck? You know what I mean?
Right, straight up. Yeah, don't want it.
That corn just sitting right there. Just a corn sitting right there on your eye.
He said corn just sitting right there.
Just one kernel right there. They'd be looking at your eye the whole time because you got that one piece right there.
You're like, this blonde is my real hair color. What you think the rest of this is?
You think we give a damn with that corn sitting right there looking at your ass? But you know what I mean? That you got to believe in. That's what I said. Like, if you ever get a chance, look at his little. I don't know if it's called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Something like that. But I'm
gonna check it out. I like I said, I watched some clips, but I never watched I didn't.
Yeah, I'll say just watch it. Just watch the clip. Well, I mean, the whole thing is great because he says like really, and you could tell like from his counseling and shit, the shit that he's picking up, but he's educating the people, and it's all like celebrities and shit.
Yeah,
that he's talking to, and it's funny because all the celebrities have that same reaction. Like, I don't know, you know, they looking like I'm looking now. Like, I don't know what to say. They'll say certain shit, and then Mike Tyson be like, "Nigga, who you talking to?" Like for real, dog. Like he checks them. And you like, what the fuck? It was like, nigga, who you talking to? Do you know I'm fucking kill you? I'm fucking Mike Tyson. You'd be like, nah, Mike, you going too far, Mike. They have to like fucking reassure him that they're not fucking with him.
I remember there's this guy, he cuts up edits and makes clips and shit. And he makes them like, I don't know, like 2 minutes long or something like that. And he chops up like Joe Rogan's podcast, Mike Tyson's podcast. And he makes it sound like they're talking shit to each other. And I remember the clips from his Mike Tyson and Eminem one was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's the one I watched. It was jumping back and forth. He was like, I just want you to hit me and beat my ass. I used to get my ass beat all the time or something. And then Mike Tyson was like, what? And then it cuts back and forth. That shit was dope.
That shit was funny, man.
But I'm just saying. But we're all excited and stumbling on words and shit because fighting is always, you know, something exciting, especially when you got two legends like that. When you got,
and I mean, man, when I was a kid, dude, like I used to go to parties. I watched, and this is as a kid, like when I was like 7, 8 years old, I used to go watch and pay for pay-per-view for every single Mike Tyson fight, every single one. That like Mike Tyson was just my favorite athlete, period. I loved Mike Tyson. I still to this day, every few months, just to hype myself up, I'll watch his highlight reels and shit, just because it's like that motherfucker was a monster, man.
Man, he still is. He's fucking crazy, man. Mike Tyson is
for being 54 damn years old and shit.
I don't care what nobody says. Mike Tyson is one of the greatest of all time. There's many greats, but he got to be on your top 10, top 5, top 2. That nigga is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, man.
Psychologically, he's the greatest because, you know, and people used to make fun of him even with the voice and shit. But it's funny. You got all those many layers of fucking savagery, if you want to get it like that. You know, just like, oh yeah, you know, I fucking kill you. I eat your kid. You like, who the fuck says that shit in that kind of voice?
Right,
like,
right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, Toon, I'll fucking kill you and eat your kids and blah, blah, blah. You're like, what the fuck is wrong? I'm going to break your ribs and I'm going to break your ankles.
But what's fucked up about it, though, is it wasn't just talking. Like anybody could go ahead and make fun of his ass for talking the way he talked, but he would knock you the fuck out. He said that shit face to face with his ass.
That's some scary shit. You got a fucking Disney character that can kill you. You know what I mean? In real life.
Yeah,
I'll kill you. I'll break your fucking ribs. You know, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
and it's real shit. He sound like a fucking one of them Toontown characters, high pitched, octane voice and shit. And will kill your ass. One punch would probably send you be eating out of a straw for the rest of your damn life.
Yeah,
fuck drinking. You just eating out of a straw on and connected to a machine forever. Mike Tyson hits you. One time.
For real. So moving on from that last topic, because we do touch on some relationship stuff in this podcast sometime. I feel like that's like a big thing that people like to hear, because we have a very, very honest opinions about people's relationships and psychology and stuff like that, or unprofessional.
I'm breathing hard because a girl broke up with me before we even got together right now. Going through it.
Before you even got together. But so I saw this thing on Facebook, right? It's about this chick that's a model, and she got like millions of followers. A lot of females look up to her. So she does this thing, right, where some of her followers, some of the female followers, she'll go into their boyfriend's DMs to try to test them to see if they're loyal or if they would start, trying to flirt with her and whatever, right? So girls ask her to go into their guys' DMs to try to set them up, basically to test their loyalty. Okay. So I commented on it. I was like, man, if a bitch do that shit, I was like, if there's that much untrust and I'm not cheating, I'll give you a fucking reason to be untrustworthy. You send somebody in my DMs, like, that bitch deserves to be cheated on. You know what I mean?
Or that's so. I don't get what the game is behind that. I like ruin relationships or whatever. I'm not like excusing the.
Well, it's girls that started asking her to do it because she's a model, she's attractive. Oh, what if this girl went into my guy's DMs? So
yeah, like you see even right there, the whole concept. Okay,
the whole concept. Yeah, stupid.
What if I have her ask my guy? Like, why is that running even through your brain? Like, where the fuck does that even seed itself? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's attractive. Let me ask her to, like, why are you scheming that hard against your guy? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where does that even process from? Like, where do you get that? That's
exactly. So it's like there's already no trust there. So I made that comment, whatever. And man, all these bitches came out the woodworks, man, mad as fuck. They were like, first they started trying to speak reasonably, where they're like, what they say, oh, if the man is loyal, then he should have no problem being tested. And fucking, what was the other thing? Oh, do you know the percentage of guys that cheat and all this shit? And it's like, bitch, like, so you gonna group me into that category. You're the type of bitch to be like, the percentage of black people that committed crimes, so you're gonna arrest, like, you're basically like the police for the whole male gender.
If the man is loyal, he shouldn't have a problem being tested. Okay, are you testing him? Or are you testing yourself on his loyalty?
Exactly. And so then it got to the point where I was proving everybody wrong. I was responding to all these different things and shit. And it got to the point where the bitches got so mad that they're like, oh, I don't think you need to worry about that. Oh, if you got a girl, you should just go ahead and keep her. Like basically attacking my physical appearance and shit like that. Like I'd be lucky to even have a girlfriend or some shit. It's like, y'all motherfuckers better check yourself. Like, and some of these,
you should have told them bitches, yeah, I'm lucky to have a girlfriend. She fine as a motherfucker too.
That's what I said too.
You know what I mean? Like,
I was like, I got a fine ass girlfriend, and she would never do no shady shit like y'all nasty bitches. And I was like, some of the bitches had a husband and kids, and it's like, and you condone that shit. Like, so you would do that shit. You would send a model into your husband's DMs and risk fucking up your marriage and your life, losing your house, divorcing, splitting everything 50-50, and that's okay to you? Like, you accept that?
Just to prove that he's loyal and shit. If I don't, that's so dumb that it that's why I'm stuttering. It like blows my mind. The concept is it's so dumb.
Yeah, like if you can't trust a person like to that extent, why are you with them anyway? They're like, oh, because
why go that far to prove his loyalty? If you don't trust him, leave the motherfucker. Why go through drama? Why have the drama? Why have the drama in the second doubt? It's like, if you don't trust him anyway, why are you with him? Put it like that.
And think about it, and it's like any women. I don't know if we have a lot of females that listen to this podcast, but I want you to think about yourself in that same scenario. if your boyfriend had some dude hit on you in the DMs and then you did turn it down and you're like, no, I got a boyfriend, and he came to you, good job, babe, you passed the test. Like, how how demeaning is that? Yeah, and even for men, like, how demeaning is that for your girlfriend to walk up to you and be like, I know about
male shit is that? What kind of alpha male shit? Good job, I sent that guy to you, you know, and just to make sure that you were loyal. What the fuck self-esteem problems do you have, bro? Like, you got some fucking real personal shit that you need to handle. I know I got some shit that ain't wrapped too tight, and I know Tune does too. But damn,
and it's like, the thing about it too is when you think about the concept of that, you know, like when the bitch was like, oh, do you know what percentage of men cheat? Be like, no, motherfucker, and I don't know the percentage of women that cheat either, because
I don't want to know. But I know some bitches that cheated on me, and fuck them bitches, man.
Right?
You know what I mean? I ain't cheated on.
Well, and that's what I said. It's like, you know, I've been in relationships where I've been cheated on. It's like, I'm not gonna carry that to the next girlfriend. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, my girlfriend now, you know, because my last girlfriend cheated on me, I don't trust this bitch. It's like, if that's like, what the fuck is what even is that? That doesn't make any sense. That's the same thing as being racist, in my opinion.
He said, I don't trust this.
Yeah. Like, oh, no, you sneaky bitch, because my last girlfriend cheated, so I don't trust your ass. Like, what is that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, girls have had their heart broken. Oh, and no guy ever has? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, like, you know, the idea is just too much. That's too much. That's too far. That's too much energy. That's
why guys don't open the door for none of you bitches anymore.
if you gotta, my idea is, if you got to put all that energy in just to figure out what he's cheating, like, why though? Like, why waste your time and putting all that energy in just to figure out, I'm gonna hit up this model just to make sure that you so far as plotting, scheming, planning on that, and you should be plotting, scheming, planning on building a better foundation for your fucking trustworthy, untrustworthy ass relationship. That's what you should be doing.
And the funny
plot on how to make your relationship better, not plot on how to fucking ruin some shit because you have some trust issues. How about
exactly
that?
And the funny thing is, I looked at it, you know, I looked at a couple of the girls' pictures who were like bad mouthing me, and it's like, y'all got some ugly ass boyfriends, and the thing, and it's like, you have to know that a girl that fine ain't gonna hit none of, wouldn't really talk to any of these dudes, especially when she got like 3 million followers and this motherfucker got like 80, and then she's all of a sudden gonna creep in your DMs because she thinks you hot. Like, either your girlfriend's setting you up or she's trying to get you to join her OnlyFans. Those are the only two reasons that it would ever happen. You want to talk about me being ugly with your ugly ass kids and shit, like, and your husband.
And you know what that bashing you about was? It's all a defense mechanism, because
they looked at because after what I said, they looked at themselves and, you know, saw the bad in themselves. So that's what people do when they don't have an intelligent when they can't have an intelligent conversation because they know that they're wrong. They automatically go to attacking somebody, because I never said anything disrespectful to them.
It's easier to say that you're wrong and my opinion is right than it is to sit there and look and view your opinion and merge it with their actions. Let me look at my action and his opinion. No, I'm pretty sure it's some women on there that had the same opinion as you. I'm pretty sure down the list.
There were.
Yeah, there is. But at the same time, we're just talking about you in general. At the same time, it's better just to say, you're a man, you wouldn't understand. No, I understand when some shit sounds fucking ridiculous. That's just stupid, and it's not because I'm defending or trying to hide that all men cheat or no shit like that. I'm saying, why waste your energy and why waste your time?
Yeah.
On isn't it? If there's better ways to find out if you cheat or not, and if you do have such low self-esteem issues or y'all had cheating issues and shit, why are you with him then? Because that's not going to stop. That's not going to stop. Let's say, okay, let me give you this, and this is proving my point. Let's say if he did pass your little fucking test, and just like you said, if he did a test, it'd be some bullshit. But we're not even going to go there because women are right, pedestal is high, blah blah blah. But let's just say if he passed her test, right? You think that's the only fucking test that she gonna come up with?
Exactly.
Just because he passed that test today, don't mean she ain't gonna do some bullshit tomorrow about another fucking test. If I leave this piece of cake out here, it's the last piece of cake. Yeah, it's the last piece of cake. They said if he loves you, he won't eat the last piece. So I'm gonna prove his love with the fucking, you know, and it doesn't.
I'm about to eat that cake, and it's funny. It's funny too, because like. Shit, I totally lost what I was gonna fucking say.
I'm just saying it don't stop.
This guy, he said that when his girl did that shit to him before, but like with one of her friends or something like that. And then he's like, 2 months later, that bitch cheated on me. And it's like, normally when females or anybody, not just females, guys too, you start getting suspicious of the other person when you're the one doing suspicious shit. You know what I mean? It's self-reflection. And it's one of the funniest things too is I screenshot I was going to, I didn't do it, but I was gonna screenshot all the responses that I got, right? And I posted in that comment section. I was like, I screenshot my comment and I screenshot all your replies. I was like, I'm gonna put a poll up, and if you guys are right, then I'll admit that I'm wrong. And then I tagged the Fox and Raven. I'm like, I'm gonna post it on here, the Fox and Raven Instagram, 22,000 followers. If they believe that you guys are right over me, then I'll agree with you. And they all deleted their comments once I posted that up.
Yeah, because it's too much, man. You don't have to do all that it's all that extra fucking scheming, plotting, and planning. It's like you waste a lot of energy just to figure out if he's cheating. Then why don't you take that same energy and build up your relationship instead of trying to breaking it down? I don't get it. And now it's not even about trying to prove if somebody's loyal or not. It's like if you have those, even if you have that thought, that means you already distrust that person.
So then it's like you're wasting your time and their time.
Yeah, just to figure she's hot. Let me hit her up to make sure that he's not cheating on me. What the fuck kind of thought is that?
That's stupid.
That's
like, if you got to be that worried about it, especially when it's like some random person, it's like.
And then as a guy, I'll be like this. Oh, he's a model. Let me hit this dude up to see if my girl is cheating on me. How does that sound? Like, what is that shit?
Let me see if my girl would give this dude the time of day by having him slide up in her DMs.
Yeah, what is that? And then when he really do slide in them DMs and then slide them panty down, then what you gonna do? You done lost your bitch.
Right. And then when he tell you, oh no, she never responded, and then they fucking low key.
And she never responded, but that way that she turned her hip when she on top. No,
right, yeah.
Shit. You disrespectful, mother.
I know, but it's just it's just that it wasn't so much, the conversation wasn't so much about the situation and the model. I mean, I know how insecure people are.
Bitches cheating on me too, man. Right? I ain't gonna take no shit like this no more, man.
Right, but it was the shit that just really tripped me out, because I mean, any Instagram, quote unquote influencer, content creator, they're gonna do what they need to do for attention. So I'm not even mad at the model. It was the way that the women were responding in the comments that they're so okay with this. It's like, yeah, I have a girlfriend, and even she thinks that shit is stupid. Even she was like, them bitches deserve to be cheated on or broken up with or whatever. It's like
my last comment too. I had one more, speaking of like Instagram models and shit like this. I go like this: if and I had this question pop up and I didn't answer it a long time ago, but I'm gonna say something about it right now. If your girl, wants to take model pictures, half butt naked, or start an OnlyFans and all that kind of shit, that's between you and your girl. Don't let nobody judge you on that shit. It's between you and your girl. We could sit there and say, oh, you have an opinion on that shit. If you trust her well enough, then she do it. Because I had to do, what you think if my girl had an OnlyFans? Should I break up with her, have an OnlyFans? That's up to you, Playboy. It's how you feel about yourself. Can you handle that yourself?
If she went and did it without consulting you, that's different.
Yeah. Personally, me, I wouldn't give a damn. Long as she ain't fucking nobody, I don't care. Make that money. Show a little ass. I'm hitting it. They just looking at it. Oh, right. Well, that's whole nother part.
You go see me in cameos like a motherfucker.
And I'll be sitting there right next to the booty and shit, just like this. Man, it's like you tripping.
The thing that trips me out though is girls on Instagram, like, not like OnlyFans bitches or nothing, but just regular women who are like, you see them taking videos and stuff like with their kids and then with their husband or their boyfriend or whatever. It's like they got their whole little family, but then they're, they post all these like slutty ass pictures and, like doing all this extra shit for attention when they really have nothing to gain from it. I mean, it's okay to want to look pretty, but when you're doing evocative shit and then it's like in the same story clip that you're showing your kids in, that's just kind of like off-putting, man. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, Toon don't like it. I love it. keep doing that shit because you ain't shit and I ain't shit. So we ain't got to be shit together, girl. I ain't shit, you ain't shit.
I'm just
I
saying,
know
man.
I've been ain't shit. I ain't been shit since birth. And you ain't shit because your kids is right next to you where you got an ass pick one screenshot before.
Yeah, I mean, I look. It's at the end of the day, it's their business, and if their husbands and boyfriends are fine with them acting that way, then cool. It's their business. I'm just saying, from my personal perspective, they're like it's too much of the same thing. You remember back when we talked about if like a musician or a rapper sucked, and you knew that they sucked, and you said no, they're garbage, and everybody would just call you a hater. It's become that same thing now, where women are like, I could do whatever I want with my body, and it doesn't lower my value. Feel like it doesn't lower your value. Okay, fine, you got an OnlyFans, you're posting naked pictures, you're still the same woman, whatever. But there are things. It's like if I fucking beat my wife or something, right? I got a wife and I beat the shit out of her. That makes me a shitty person. It's like, oh, but my value as a person doesn't go down. And it's like when it comes to your character and you're doing certain things and your kids are involved in certain things, and you're like, well, I'm gonna show my ass anyways, even though my husband doesn't like me to. Fuck him, I'm gonna do it anyway. To me, it's not about you showing your ass, it's about you disrespecting somebody that loves you. And it's like, those are the things that I have issues with. If you're single and you want to post naked ass pictures and have an OnlyFans, that's perfectly fine. Or if your husband agrees with it, that's perfectly fine. But if you're doing the shit and you're like, fuck him, that makes you a bad person to me, because it makes you it's a lack of respect in a relationship that you have a verbal agreement to. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. You're saying, yeah, be naked, but don't be naked with the kids all in the fucking pictures.
Yeah. It's like, do your own shit. Be on your own. Yeah, like, don't fucking. Oh, I love my husband, but here go my titties. It's like to every other dude that wants to see it, especially when you're not making any money off it. It's not an OnlyFans. You're just doing it for Instagram likes. To me, that it's not the body that lowers your value, it's your actions as a person. And I mean, the same would go for dudes. You know what I mean? It's not just women. It's like just the way people,
Yeah, I'm gonna start wearing elephant thongs and fucking speedos and all.
I know, right?
I'm sick of it. I need to make some money. I got some elephant thongs with the little Google eyes and shit that move, and when I shake you shake your shit.
Hey, real talk. I have one of those.
I'm wearing that shit, and I'm gonna wear a whole bunch of different animals every week, and with googly eyes on them. An elephant, a fucking giraffe, all kind of shit. You see the giraffe head, you see the giraffe head go down, and you're gonna see it go up and down. The giraffe gonna go. That's how you
got the whole zoo.
Yeah, because I'm sick of. If they can show their shit, I'm gonna put my wiener out there for the world. My wiener out for the world.
It's funny too, in terms and conditions on Instagram and stuff like that. Because males can show their nipples, girls are allowed to, and it's not against the terms of service. So people try to report females for having topless photos. It's not against Instagram's terms of service to have topless photos.
And who are you weak motherfuckers that's reporting this shit?
I know. And I can say for a fact that I heard on a podcast some dudes talking about it, and guys report that shit, not women. Like I could even. I know.
Who don't want to see no breasts? You weak.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
All the breasts, long as they up in age, breasts, we want to see the breasts. You motherfuckers was reporting, oh, she showed her nipple. Like, who the fuck really does that shit? I know. Man?
Yeah,
I don't want to see that on my feed. Stay off Instagram.
Yeah, and I mean it's the same goes. I mean, even if I was scrolling through and I saw some dude helicoptering his dick around, I wouldn't report it. And you know what I mean? It's like
that's my point. It's like I wouldn't watch the shit, but I ain't gonna report.
I'm not gonna report it. I can hide that person. I could delete that person. Whatever. I'm not gonna fucking report to Instagram. Like, what kind of snitch is that?
Yeah, you want to helicopter your dick? That's on you, Playboy. But I ain't gotta watch your shit, like the picture, report it, share it, done that shit. It ain't none of my fucking. You see the shit, keep scrolling. That's why they got the shit. Scroll. But them breasts is.
He paused and zoom in.
Man, Fox and Raven love them breasts. We don't give a damn. Big, small, medium, we love them all. Whatever. Show them breasts every day. And for you weak bastards, you weak. You so weak. You so weak, just weak. What kind of alpha shit is that? What are you on?
That ain't no alpha shit,
you know what? I ain't even. You know what? I'm so.
But yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this up. That was, we touched base.
I can't. I'm tired of these motherfucking lonely ass, weak ass, disrespectful ass, hating ass, soft ass, little ass, no fucking. You know what? Go to foxandravenent.com. Check out all the subs, merch, and more that we got on there. If you don't like nothing that we say, fucking leave us DM us so we can talk about your ass with your weak ass.
No, right?
Weak. Go DM us at Fox and Raven ENT on IG. You can check us out on there. Like some of the videos. Don't like them, report them, whatever. Report our shit.
Report them. Yeah, report it.
Share it and report it. You say we racist, you damn right. White is right, and if it's black, attack. That's what it is. No, I'm joking. In some way. Anyway, if it's white is right, baby. Don't fuck up, baby, and fuck StoryFire and Fire app. Fuck all that shit. The StoryFire app. Fuck that shit.
I know, right? I mean?
On Fabletown, we still repping Fabletown. Nigga Fox still raping ass nigga Fabletown gangsters. Nigga. If you don't know, now you know. So say Sly as a fox.
And Fly as a raven.
On Fabletown. Disrespect.